Hey folks, welcome back here to the Vegas Don channel. We're here off of Decatur on the west side of town, Decatur Boulevard. Heading northbound, we just turned off of Washington. And you can see City of Las Vegas. They've got a golf club as well as a park over here. It's got a football field. But with it being 100 degrees outside right now, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people out here taking advantage of that. Look at this. This garbage truck has this thing like sticking out in the roadway there. I don't know if it's broken or what he did. There's another 7-Eleven. Shout out to 7-Eleven, man. 162 7-Elevens here in the greater Las Vegas area. That is more than any other metro in America, if you can believe that. As we make a right here on the Vegas Drive, which is also Owens Drive on the east side of town. But we're going to continue now. Eastbound for a moment here on Vegas Drive. You have the Las Vegas Golf Club over here off to our right. State of Nevada Wildlife, Forestry, and Parks right here. And a plastic bag floating about. Parkchester Drive, Satellite City Yard, it says there. I guess that's a satellite yard for a lot of their equipment here in the city of Las Vegas. It is the wild, wild west out here, folks. People do not know how to drive, and it shows. So we're going to make this left right here onto this regular, ordinary looking street called Valley Drive. And on the left here is the Siegfried and Roy, former Siegfried and Roy jungle compound right here. And you can see it there. They have a lot of beautiful trees in there, and all the lions that you can see there on the tops of the posts on the walls there. Really, really cool stuff. But Italian cypress, of course. Very regal look for it all. But I like bringing you guys this, a little bit of celebrity history here in Las Vegas that we run into from time to time. Pause it for a moment. So yeah, these lions out here, really, really cool. Big bell up there at the very top. Bell tower kind of. Go ahead and turn around and break on out of here. But yeah, it's a very, what you would, I mean, you would assume these guys would be like in some big, you know, heavily fortified compound and stuff. Private property, no trespassing, soliciting, thank you. But it is here off of Vegas Drive. You can see the lions lining the top of the wall there. Pretty cool stuff. We pass by another gate here. So the 4200 block of West Vegas Drive here. And there is Las Vegas Golf Club across the street. So we make this right. If you're new to the channel, please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Really appreciate all of you as you continue to see the lions up here on their compound. It's pretty cool. Little bit of celebrity-dom here in Las Vegas. So now continuing westbound, Satellite City Yard again, over there on the left. Just park a bunch of city-owned equipment, it looks like. Parkchester. Yellow Rose Street, it says there. Come up here to Cordoba Lane. And then we've got something called Intrigue apartment homes over here on the right. Intrigue. It is intriguing. Head back over here to Decatur. And someone on an e-bike there. Yikes. I would not want to get hit on one of those things. It's bad enough being on a motorcycle, and I ride a motorcycle as well, so I've seen some terrible accidents between vehicles and motorcycles, but that's even, that would seem to be even, you have like no protection whatsoever. Not that you do on a motorcycle either, but even less than you would on a motorcycle. And then they drive around without helmets on too. We'll pause it for a moment. So over here on the left, there's an ad here for something called Smog Hut. That brings me to another wild topic here in Las Vegas. One of the things they don't tell you is that unless you're coming from Southern California, I think they do smog in Southern California. I don't know. It would seem like they would. But before I mention that, what do we have over here? Oh, we've got all sorts of different vendors here. Wow. Yeah, look at that. All sorts of different folks in there. And then we've got these apartment buildings over here. That must be their target audience. All these little apartment buildings here. So we passed Tequesta Street. Welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada, folks. And we're about to cross Michael Way. I actually have my son with me in the back seat, so I'm not going to go up there to Michael and Cheyenne like I've done in previous videos. I was tempted to, but I don't want anything to happen to him for sure, so I'm just going to keep on trucking here to the west side of town, on the west side of town. So yeah, smog, you have to get your vehicle smogged here in the state of Nevada, but only in Las Vegas and Reno, the counties, Washoe County and Clark County here in Vegas. And the other, there's what, 17 counties here in Nevada, so the other 15 counties, they don't need to worry. They have no need to worry about getting smog done. Why? Because smog is very, very smart. And I've mentioned this in previous videos. Smog knows where the county lines are. So when there's a whole bunch of smog approaching, let's say there as you go out of Clark County towards Nye County to our west, NYE County, all of a sudden the smog knows, hey, wait a minute, we cannot go west of the county line. So it stays within the Clark County line. And the winds don't do it any favors either. Because the winds come up to the smog and tell it, hey, look, we could carry you easily into the other counties. And the smog says, no, I will not go. We'll pause it for a moment. Here at Jones Boulevard. All right, we got the green light here at Jones, so we'll continue westbound. Past a Smith's grocery store over here off to the left. And you could start to notice a little bit of difference here between the east side of town and the west side of town. Just little things, like the trees. You start to notice more in the way of trees. At least that's what it seems like to me. Am I wrong? If you're a longtime viewer of the channel, please let me know if I'm totally off base. But they don't have a whole ton of trees on the east side of town. They have more trees in the cemeteries over there on the east side of town than they do across the entire rest of the town where everyone's living. So we come up here to Torrey Pines, west of Jones. Here off of Vegas Drive, which is also, of course, Owens on the east side of town. Vintage Point apartment homes over here off to the right. Calypso apartment homes over here off to the left. Very smart smog we have here. In fact, if the smog was so smart, why wouldn't the smog just not pollute at all? It's almost like it's malicious, right? It's a malicious smog, but it knows. It knows its boundaries. Not to cross those boundaries. We come up here to Rainbow, which parallels the highway here, which is now known as Interstate 11 out here. But also, it retained the designation US Highway 95 and continues with that designation.
Bluetooth mode.
And we'll pause it here for a moment. We got the green light here. So we'll continue westbound. You can see how the lanes merge down to one right here in front of us. Also, please check out Cinnamon and Jupiter here on YouTube, my wife's brand new channel. Las Vegas Grand Prix over here, little go-kart place. So now west of the 95 Vegas drive. That rhymed. As always, we want to thank you all so very, very much for being here. We could not do this without you guys, and that's a fact. Very, very grateful for each and every single one of you. Again, if you haven't already, please like, follow, share, and subscribe. It really helps recommend us to other viewers. Subscribing is totally free, no cost to you whatsoever. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. Thank you guys so very, very much. We'll see you on the next one.